Hey guys, yesterday me and my mom were going through some things and we found my old transplant journal and I figured since there's not that many entries that you guys would like if I read them off to you. I want to go ahead and put this disclaimer here because I found old photos as well that I was going to show you guys that I'm going to put a graphic warning, so if you're younger and you don't want to see anything too graphic then you can click out now. I just wanted to put that warning ahead of time because I know some people would get mad otherwise. So this is the journal that I had for a transplant. I know this is funny, but anyway. I only did like 8 or so pages in this, and most of them my mom did because I was out and couldn't. So I just figured I'd read the few pages that were in here and then show you some photos, and hopefully you guys enjoy. The top of this page says, got the call at 2 a.m. and the journey begins. And that was April 25th, 2006. And I actually wrote an entry for that afternoon. And it says, still waiting for surgery. Waiting is a tough thing to do. I want it to be over with because I'm very hungry. I really hated being fasting a lot, or not being able to eat or drink anything before surgery, just because back then when I was hungry I was able to eat just so easily, and then having it cut off just kind of sucked. Many people can't handle not being able to eat. I can, it's just I want to eat. I heard the surgery is very complicated. I'm getting a new liver and kidney. I'm very nervous about the procedure, and that was all that was written for that day. The next, I wrote more later that night it seems. It says, talked to Dad. He is thrilled about the news. Transplant was postponed until 8 a.m. I can actually eat and drink something now. I'm still worried about everything. I'm hoping Granny and Grandpa, grandparents on my dad's side, and Grandma and Papa, grandparents on my mom's side, can come visit. I will be asleep for at least a week. Hope to avoid serious complications, and I spelled complications wrong as I'm looking at it. I hope I can still keep my dogs Butch and Sunny. And then my mom wrote a little note down here that said, P.S. the nurse said kids keep their pets all the time. But yeah, that was all that I wrote for that night. Yeah, the following morning is my mom's handwriting because I was out. So I'm glad that she was actually able to write some. Like, she wrote all but the last 2 pages. That was me. So most of these are my mom's handwriting. So April 26, 2006, which was a Wednesday. She put the day of the week like I did. I went to surgery at 8 a.m. My mom is writing for me for a few days because I am unable to do so. They put me to sleep for surgery. The initial incision was made by 10:30 a.m. By 12 p.m. my old liver was out and they were connecting my new one. It was a perfect fit, surprisingly. No problems during procedure. They had to remove my G-tube. That sucks. By 3 o'clock they were working on my kidney. At 5:15 p.m. it was all over. Everything went extremely well. At 5:45 p.m. I was in my PICU room, so I don't know what the P in PICU stands for. I know it's intensive care unit, but I can't remember the P. If anybody knows, please tell me. And the PICU room was number 235. I heard my dad talking to me. I hope he comes back real soon. They're keeping me real sleepy, so. And then Mama said that she would write more later. But you can see the difference in handwriting. Like, here's mine, and then here's Mama's. The next day, says, and she put time slots. 10:20 a.m. I am starting to wake up. My mom is here. I don't like these tubes. They're making me gag really bad. And why are my hands tied down? I'm not gonna pull anything out. Yeah, I remember waking up and my arms were tied down. I wasn't a big fan of that. I was like, why are my arms tied down? I wasn't gonna pull anything. 10:40 a.m. I wish they would take this breathing tube out so I will stop choking on it. I want something to drink really bad. Yeah, I remember that. That wasn't fun. 11:30 a.m. Grandma, Papa, Andrew, and Matey are here to see me. So, my mom's parents, my brother, and my aunt. The doctor said I could get the tube out now. I hope that it does not hurt. And my mom put a little frowny face. And I was glad to see everybody after that because I really just wanted that tube out and I wanted to relax and just see everybody. So 12:30 p.m. It did hurt. I'm glad it's over with. And then she put it for 6 o'clock. I was thirsty, but Sprite tastes funny. Yuck. It's down here at the bottom. That was all for that Thursday. Friday, which was the 28th, at 9 a.m. My NG tube clogged up, so we have to take it out. That sucks. If you're not familiar with an NG tube, it's the one that goes in your nose, that goes all the way down to your stomach. Sorry, I'm showing like major cleavage. But it goes through your nose and you have to swallow. It goes down your esophagus into your stomach. Yeah, that ended up clogging, so they had to actually take it out. So that really did suck. 9:30 a.m. Not too bad, but Mama wants me to try to take my medicine by mouth with some Jello. Going to try, but she knows I hate this. I wish they had left my G-tube alone so that this would not be an issue. Yeah, when I was younger, I hated taking pills. Absolutely. Like, now I'm good, but back then, I was just like, 10:30 a.m. Well, I tried. I got 2 down, but Mama said I should go ahead and put a small tube back in because I have to drink so much to get the meds down. Yeah, that wasn't fun. 10:45 a.m. Not fun, but they said I did better than any other patient they had. It's over now, but it feels funny. I just want to be left alone. And then Mama put it at the end of it that Dad had called, so with the smiley face, like way down here, if you guys can see that. If I can get it to stay. There we go. Right there. That's Saturday, April 29th. It says 9 p.m. What a day. My blood pressure is high and it's making my head hurt like hell. I forgot Mama put that in here. I had to squirt some medicine under my tongue. Ew. But it worked. Yeah, that wasn't fun. I got up and sat in a chair for the first time. It hurt really bad. Oh yeah, it did. Golly. But they said I did a good job. My blood pressure is up again, but I took some medicine, so I'm gonna sleep now. Tomorrow I get to see a bunch of my family. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, and this was the night. It says, tonight I'd had a seizure. They say my brain got mixed signals and it caused my face and left hand to twitch and jump really bad. I only remember part of that because I saw my arm doing this. And I looked at Mom and I went, what's wrong? After that, blackout. I had to get a CT scan and it hurt to move. I remember that too. That Sunday, April 30th, it's 10 a.m. My family's coming today. I'm still very, very groggy. And I was. They kept me asleep for a while. 1:45. Grandma, Papa, Andrew, and Matey are here. It is nice to see everybody. They brought me some gifts from Christy at the bowling alley. They also brought me a gown and 2 new robes. That was nice. It helps take my mind off of the pain in my stomach. My head still hurts some, but not like last night. I remember that too. I was surprised that Christy actually gave me a couple gifts, because, I mean, we were friends, but we weren't like super close. Christy was the old manager at my bowling alley, by the way. 4 p.m. Daddy and Lynn are here. I am so sleepy that Daddy thinks he should leave, but I do not want him to go. It always makes me cry. Mama came in and asked them to stay while she went to eat. They said okay. Good. I remember that. It's always so awkward when my mom and Lynn are in a room because, don't say I said anything, she's very insecure. Anytime Mama asks Jay to do something involving me, she gets super defensive. It's weird. 9 p.m. Not too bad of a day. Still groggy. No headache. Good night. That was the end of this one. Looks like these are the last. Nope. I thought those were the last two that Mom wrote. There's a few more. May 1st, that following Monday. 10:30 a.m. Feeling okay. Still sleepy. No headache. Got to get an MRI today. That sucks. They're very loud. Uncle Wally is supposed to come today. Mama got me a little dog from the gift shop. That was nice. I remember that. I hate getting MRIs in general. Like, literally, I have to be sedated for them because I have restless leg real bad, and in MRIs, you can't move. So it's just a big mess. 12 o'clock. Wally visited. 4 p.m. Waited all day for MRI, then found out I could not get one because of my stomach staples. Lovely! I remember that. They got me to move. I was close to the MRI room. I was still sore. And they said, oh, she still got the staples. We can't do the MRI. So I had to get back onto the thing that they carried me in, go back to my room, and then go from the thing they were carrying me in to my bed. My stomach's still sore, and it sucked. Finally, I got to eat. I had cheese pizza, french fries, and mac and cheese. They baked the fries, but they were too soft. Mama ate a lot of them. Not bad. Still a little tired and sore. Yeah, I know it was kind of weird that I was able to, for when I wanted to eat, that's what I chose, but I don't know. May 2nd, 2006. Feeling much better today. Mama said it's like my first real day back. Still hurts to move. Took catheter out of my bladder. I remember that. That sucked. I was scared it was gonna hurt. Not too bad, but it burned when I had to use the bathroom. That sucked. I'm feeling a little queasy, so it's hard to eat very much at one time. Dr. Heffron, my surgeon, says I can go to a regular room in the morning. Mama is very glad. Dad called. I hope to see him real soon. I'm tired, so I'm gonna try to sleep. That was all that was written that day. She didn't do like the timestamps like she'd been doing. May 3rd, Wednesday. No room yet, no beds available. We got moved at 5 a.m. Yeah, I remember that too. To a really crappy room in PICU with no bathroom and other people that were very loud to share with us. That sucked. I slept a lot of the day because I didn't sleep much the previous night due to noise, and the roommates, in a way, kept just making a bunch of racket. They took my pain meds away, which that sucked. I got something called Ultram now. It doesn't help much. I'm not hungry at all, so Mama had the doctor order some tube feeds for me. Which, if you're not familiar with that, when I had the G-tube, it's basically kind of like Pedialyte in a way, or Pediasure. That's probably a better description. Pediasure. But they ran it through my tube to help it absorb into my system quicker. I wish they would give me a real room. I'm tired of all this noise. I hope Dad calls. That's what was written there. And there, I forgot I stuck a little ladybug right there. May 4th, Thursday. Still hurting, still in ICU. Grandma and Papa are coming this time, and Matey too. I wish Andrew was coming, but he had to go to class. And then later it says, guess what? We finally got a room number, 468. Finally. It's burning when I use the bathroom, and Mama says it's real bloody. I also have diarrhea real bad. That's fun. I know. This sucks. Everybody is here. We get to go to my new room soon. I'm so happy we got a room. Things will get better soon. Talked to Willie. Forgot about that. Talked to Willie. He said get better soon and that he loved me. I also played bingo that night, which was really fun. Willie was one of my mom's ex-boyfriends. I had totally forgotten about that, actually. May 5th, Friday. Feel pretty good. Walter visited today. We walked to the playroom. After he left, me and Mama watched a movie downstairs called Aquila and the Bee. That was really good. If you guys haven't seen that, that's a really good movie. Keke Palmer stars in that. After the movie, we went to the gift shop and I got 2 stuffed animals. I was a little tired after that, so I had to relax a while. That was all for that Friday. May 6th. Feel pretty good, still have diarrhea and nausea because of all the medicine. Supposed to have another bingo, but they canceled. Went to see dogs in the garden though, that was fun. I actually have a few pictures, so I can show you those. I can get around better now. Oh wait, watched a lot of TV was the one before that, and then it says I can get around so much better now, but my incision is still draining. I have 79 staples. Wow. Yeah, I remember looking down and actually seeing that, and I was like, what in the world? Grandma, Papa, and Asia are coming tomorrow. Dad's supposed to visit too. But that was all for that one, and then these last 2 are the ones that I wrote in blue ink. Weirdly enough, it says May 7th. Grandma, Papa, and Asia came today at 1:30. Feeling so much better today than a couple days ago. Also, I saw Dad again. He was by himself, which I was thankful for because he's so uptight when Lynn is there. Speaking of which, Lynn, his wife, is so insecure sometimes. Sometimes I wish she wasn't my dad's wife. I've gotten better about that kind of thing, like she's not as bad. I just know that I can't mention Mama around her because then she gets real pissed. Anyway, that was all for May 7th. And for the last entry that's in here, May 8th, says, found out that Cousin Matt is coming tomorrow. Feel so much better today than a few days ago. Found out that I'm being discharged from the hospital and into a hotel nearby. This sucks. I would rather stay here at the hospital than a hotel. Yeah, that's what I had put for that. And honestly, I did feel that way. They were more... The nurses back then were just so much more caring and helped with everything, so it was easier to be there. And then Mama found the old photo album, so I'll show you guys a few photos. This was one that Mama had took right when I got out. If you're squeamish at all, you might want to look away now. And it looks like this. That was me at 13. That wasn't very fun. I was like that for about a week before they finally started to wake me up. This is me sitting up in the chair for the first time, which was very, very painful. You can see I'm very, very groggy here. And the tiger tattoo on my shoulder, it was a fake one that I had stuck on before we left and didn't start coming off until like June-ish. It was weird. Let's see. Here's one of me when my dad visited. We played Yahtzee for a while that day. Sorry about the glare. But that's him. Get back in your slot. There we go. Some of the dogs I had visited. I'll show you this one where it shows 2 of them. I forget the names of the dogs, but they were really sweet. There's these 2. I found out that that spaniel had passed away. I felt bad for the owner because I know that she was real close with the spaniel. Then I got to hold this little puppy that I thought was absolutely adorable. He looks like this. You can tell I'm kind of groggy in that shot just because I'm still not fully... What's the word I'm looking for? Not fully awake or there mindset wise. Then there's this puppy that kind of reminds me of my dog Butch that passed away in the beginning of May this year. I apologize for that ding, that was my computer. Then there was this one when they were out in the garden that day, I got to see a Bichon Frise. He's so fluffy. This was back in June. June of 06, not June this year. Then when my cousins came to visit, I'll show you some more of the dogs too, in case you're wondering. This was the hotel that we stayed at. It was the Marriott, I think, in Atlanta. I couldn't get in the water to swim because I had a central line IV right here at the time. You can actually kind of see the scar right here. Still a little bit. But it couldn't get wet, so that's why I couldn't get in the pool fully. I could have my legs in there, but I couldn't, you know, get in with a bathing suit and swim around. This is a puzzle, and I stayed at my grandparents' did on my mom's side. Me, grandma, and mama did that together. So that was after I got out of the hospital and the hotel room. We stayed at my grandparents for a while my room was being redone, because mama wanted to make sure that, you know, I had like new carpet and stuff like that because when we had the puppies, they peed everywhere. So I'd seen a corgi at the hospital. It was a cardigan Welsh, I think, and it looks like this with the cowboy hat. He was so cute. They gave us a little Polaroid shot, so I can talk then, and I think there's one more, if I can find. Oh yeah, this one. This was of that same puppy that was like collapsed on my lap, but I got a better shot with him. He was so little. So I think that pretty much does it. Yes, it does. Okay guys, I know this video was insanely long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.